Hi everybody, this is Dipti Harshad Vartak and welcome to my baking channel. Today we are going to see importance of measurements in baking, how to measure your ingredients correctly when you are going to bake a cake in your own kitchen. Alright, so let's get started. Baking is equal to chemistry, baking is equal to maths, baking is equal to physics as well. So if you remember in school, the way we used to do our chemistry experiments, all the ingredients used to be like properly measured, then the method used to be given to you. You have to follow that method and use the ingredients that are properly measured and do the experiment, right? Now suppose for example, if the ingredients are not measured properly, then what used to happen is that either your experiment used to fail or there used to be blast in the chemistry lab, right? So the same thing happens when it comes to baking. An ingredients used an additional few grams can hamper your cake texture to a great extent. So it is very important that you should measure your ingredients correctly. For measuring your ingredients, there are so many measurement utensils that are available in the market. First is your digital weighing scale. It is very important to use digital weighing scale because it will give you perfect measurements. Apart from using digital weighing scale, you can also use measuring cups or you can use measuring spoons that are easily available in the market. All the measurements that a teaspoon or a tablespoon can measure is already given on the spoon itself. You get steel utensils and you get plastic utensils as well. Plus for measurement you also get these pitchers. So a lot of recipes that you see on the internet will be using these kind of pitchers for measuring their ingredients. So let me show you how to measure ingredients using the measuring utensils that are available in my kitchen. Now let's see how to measure your ingredients correctly. First we will see how to measure your ingredients using a weighing scale or digital scale. Okay. Now you see this button on and off. There are 3 buttons on this particular machine: on and off, mode and tare. It says on and off to switch on the machine or switch off the machine. Okay. Then you will see this button. This arrow indicates that you will be weighing in grams, and this arrow, so if I change the mode, now you will see the arrow is down, which indicates that you are measuring in ounces. Generally our recipes, especially Indian recipes, are mentioned in grams, so we will stick to this particular mode. Okay. Now once you put anything on it, it starts measuring the weight of the bowl. Okay. So let's measure maida in this. Now the machine is measuring bowl's weight. So what I'll do is I'll press this button tare and I'll zero the weight. Now as they say that I have to measure 100 grams in this, what I'm going to do is simply start putting it till the machine weighs 100 grams. That's it. See, it is 100 grams. So this is how you should weigh using a weighing scale. Now suppose in maida you want to measure something else, what you will do is you will again press this button tare and you will put the next ingredient. But those who are beginners, I would like to suggest one thing: you measure your ingredients separately. Okay, you measure your ingredients separately and keep it ready, and then start working on the recipe instead of putting everything in the one bowl. Now let's see how we can measure using measuring spoons and measuring cup. Now say for example, if the recipe says that you have to take 1/3 cup of maida, then I'll take this cup which says 1/3 cup. Okay, 80 ml it is measuring the liquid portion. So I am taking 1/3 cup. So what is the right way of doing it is you put your cup inside your maida bowl, you take a knife, okay, and then this is what you should do it. That's it. Can you see how plain it is? Okay, this is your 1/3 cup of maida. Okay, some people do this. This is not 1 cup 1/3 cup of maida. or some people do it like this. Again, this is not 1/3 cup of maida. The correct way of measuring it is this. Okay, all the extra part you hold it like this. You put your knife parallel on the cup and then just slide it like this. Okay, and when it becomes clean, that's your 1/3 cup. Okay, similarly we will be measuring our baking powder and baking soda also. So say for example, if it says that you have to take 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, how you should measure it? I am taking this 1/4 teaspoon. Okay, I am putting it inside, and just like how we measured our maida, we will be doing the same thing over here. So you can see it is too much, and the correct way of doing it is that's it. Can you see how leveled it is? Okay, that's your 1/4 teaspoon of maida. Now let's see how to measure liquid ingredients. Now if your recipe says that you have to take 1 tablespoon of any liquid, be it oil or milk or water, then this is how you should use it. This is 1 tablespoon. Okay, you put it inside and that's it. You see how leveled it is. In liquid you don't have to do this because liquid will fill up the cavity exactly which is given. So that is your 1 tablespoon. Likewise, if it is mentioned that you should take 1/4 cup of something, then that's your 1/4 cup. Okay. Now let's see how to measure liquids using a weighing scale. So now this is measuring this bowl's weight. What I am going to do is slowly pour the water till it reaches 100 ml. If the recipe is calling take 100 ml of liquid, this is how you should measure it. That's it. Now it has become more. So what I'll do is, using another spoon, I'll remove extra liquid. That's it. Okay. So this is how you should measure your ingredients when it comes to baking. So I hope you have understood how to measure your ingredients perfectly when it comes to baking. A hip teaspoon or level teaspoon is completely different from each other. That's what we saw just now. Also, the measurements using cups and the measurements using your digital weighing scale are also completely different from each other. A teaspoon is completely different from a tablespoon. So you have to pay attention to what you are measuring when you are going to bake a cake in your own kitchen. If you pay small attention to all these small details, you can avoid great mistakes that generally happen when we bake a cake at home. So guys, do pay attention to your baking measurements, and I'm sure you will 100% make a perfect cake every single time. So I hope you have loved this video. If you have loved it, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon. So whenever a new video comes in, you get notified about it. Thank you so much.